Consuming just one sugary drink a day can increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 26%. This shocking statistic comes from a study published in the journal Diabetes Care. For people already living with diabetes, the impact of sugary drinks can be even more severe. That's why in this video, we're going to explore the 7 worst sodas for people with diabetes, the ones you should avoid at all costs to keep your glucose levels under control and protect your overall health. Number 1, classic Coca-Cola. It is one of the most popular sodas in the world. However, its high sugar content makes it a very unhealthy choice for people with diabetes. Each 355 milliliter can of classic Coca-Cola contains approximately 39 grams of sugar, which is about 10 teaspoons of sugar. This high sugar content can cause rapid and significant spikes in blood glucose levels. The consumption of classic Coca-Cola can have several adverse effects on the health of diabetics. The large amount of sugar in a single can can cause a rapid increase in blood glucose levels, which is dangerous for people with diabetes who need to keep their sugar levels under control. Regular consumption of sugary drinks like Coca-Cola can contribute to the development of insulin resistance, a problem that worsens type 2 diabetes. The empty calories in Coca-Cola can lead to weight gain, which is an additional risk factor for diabetic complications. A study published in the Journal of Endocrinology and Metabolism found that regular consumption of sugary drinks, such as classic Coca-Cola, is associated with an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. In addition, these drinks have been shown to increase inflammation and oxidative stress in the body, which can worsen diabetic complications. Number 2, regular Pepsi. It is another extremely popular soda, but equally harmful to diabetics. A 355 milliliter can contains approximately 41 grams of sugar, just a bit more than classic Coca-Cola. This level of sugar can cause significant spikes in blood glucose levels. The consumption of regular Pepsi can have serious effects on the health of diabetics. Similar to Coca-Cola, regular Pepsi can cause rapid increases in blood glucose levels, which is especially dangerous for diabetics. Frequent consumption of sugary drinks is associated with a higher risk of heart disease, something diabetics are already more prone to. The high amount of sugar can also contribute to tooth decay and other oral health problems, which are additional concerns for people with diabetes. A study conducted by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that people who consume 1 or more sugary drinks a day have a 26% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. This study highlights the negative impact of sugary drinks like Pepsi on metabolic health. Number 3, Mountain Dew. It is known for its citrus flavor and extremely high sugar content. A 355 milliliter can of Mountain Dew contains approximately 46 grams of sugar, making it one of the worst options for diabetics. The consumption of Mountain Dew can have several negative effects on the health of diabetics. The high amount of sugar can cause extremely rapid and high spikes in blood glucose levels. Mountain Dew contains caffeine, which is a diuretic and can lead to dehydration, a common problem in people with diabetes. The high sugar and caffeine content can overload the kidneys, increasing the risk of kidney damage, a common complication of diabetes. A study published in Diabetes Care showed that the consumption of drinks high in sugar and caffeine can increase the risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a condition that includes diabetes, hypertension, and obesity. Number 4, Dr. Pepper. With its unique fruit blend flavor, it is also loaded with sugar. A 355 milliliter can contains around 40 grams of sugar, similar to other sugary sodas. The consumption of Dr. Pepper can cause several health problems in people with diabetes. The high sugar content can cause rapid spikes in blood glucose levels, which can be difficult for diabetics to manage. Regular sugar consumption can increase inflammation in the body, exacerbating diabetic complications. Sugary drinks like Dr. Pepper can contribute to insulin resistance and metabolic dysregulation. According to a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, regular consumption of sugary drinks is linked to an increased risk of developing metabolic and cardiovascular diseases, conditions that are already a risk for people with diabetes. Number 5, Fanta. It is known for its fruity flavors and colorful appeal, making it especially popular among young people. However, a 355 milliliter can of Fanta contains around 44 grams of sugar, which represents more than 100% of the recommended daily sugar intake for an average person. The consumption of Fanta can have multiple negative effects for people with diabetes. The high amount of sugar in Fanta can cause rapid increases in blood glucose levels, which is particularly dangerous for diabetics who need to control their sugar levels. The empty calories in Fanta can contribute to weight gain, an additional risk factor for type 2 diabetes. The combination of sugar and citric acid in Fanta can damage tooth enamel, increasing the risk of cavities and other oral diseases, which are important concerns for diabetics. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that the consumption of sugary drinks like Fanta is associated with an increase in the incidence of metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. The study suggests that the high sugar content and lack of nutrients in these drinks are key factors contributing to these health problems. Number 6, Sprite. It is a lemon-lime soda that, although caffeine-free, is still very high in sugar. Each 355 milliliter can has approximately 38 grams of sugar. This high sugar content can be particularly harmful to people with diabetes. The consumption of Sprite can lead to several health problems in people with diabetes. Like other sugary drinks, Sprite can cause rapid spikes in blood glucose levels. The sugar in Sprite provides empty calories, which can contribute to weight gain and complicate diabetes management. Regular consumption of sugary drinks like Sprite can contribute to insulin resistance and other metabolic problems. According to a study from the British Medical Journal, regular consumption of sugary drinks like Sprite is linked to an increased risk of type 2 diabetes and other metabolic diseases. The study highlights that people who frequently consume these drinks have a significantly higher risk of developing sugar-related health problems. Number 7, Red Bull, regular version. It is an energy drink that, although not a traditional soda, deserves special mention due to its high sugar and caffeine content. A 250 milliliter can of regular Red Bull contains around 27 grams of sugar and 80 milligrams of caffeine. The consumption of Red Bull can have several negative effects on the health of diabetics. The amount of sugar in Red Bull can cause rapid spikes in blood glucose levels, which is especially dangerous for diabetics. The caffeine in Red Bull acts as a diuretic, which can lead to dehydration, a common problem in people with diabetes. The high caffeine content can increase blood pressure and heart rate, which can be dangerous for diabetics with cardiovascular problems. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that energy drinks like Red Bull can significantly increase blood pressure and stress levels, which can be especially dangerous for people with diabetes and pre-existing cardiovascular conditions. Now that you know which drinks to avoid, we invite you to discover healthy and delicious alternatives. Click now to watch our next video, 9 best morning drinks for diabetics. These options are not only safe for your glucose level, but will also help you start your day with energy and vitality.